Hi everyone, I'm Johmar Bennett, past recipient of the Carlton Alexander Scholarship 2018 to 2021. I currently graduated with first class honors in accounting and economics double major at the University of the West Indies, Mona. First and foremost, I grew up in Mountain View, and I won't clean it up. Mountain Views can be very violent at times. So I grew up actually in the violence. I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of people die, literally. I've seen people went to prison and I haven't seen them ever again. Actually, my father, first and foremost, actually died from the same environment, same area that I'm currently living in and that I grew up in. But halfway, when I was like 10, my grandmother heard about that I was on the street, and it was not safe for me to be on the street at the age of 10. So my uncle reached out to her and said, hey, he's not very safe and it's not a good look at the moment. Could you take him under your arm and stuff? And that's where I ended up in Westmoreland to stay with my grandmother and my grandfather. And that was a whole new life for me. I look up on the SOSI OSF, that is Office of Student Financing at UWI, for all of the scholarships available. Luckily enough, I was called for an interview within like September, saying, hey, we're calling from GK, we'd like to interview, we were shortlisted. The day I took a cab to the interview, sometimes the cabs were like, they're not going to the back gate, so I had to walk from Papine, knowing that I'm in formal clothes, so that was pretty sweaty. Coming, walking from the back, popping straight to UWI and stuff. So I think, meanwhile, walking to the interview, my grandmother called and she, close your eyes, I'm going to pray with you real quick. And we'll do a small prayer and say, okay, go for it, I know you're ready. What drove me as it relates to school and everything was my family first and foremost, like my grandmother. I used to live with my grandmother and she's a big stakeholder of education. She believes that with education you can do anything. So she would always checking up and say, hey, I'm praying for you, just do what I have to do. Sometimes I'll be leaving like 5 a.m. and she'll be on the phone with me and say, hey, just hold it together, get some rest and go again. So she was one of my main supporters through it all. My aunts over in the UK, they were also very supportive. My mother, she was very integral as well, the person that would help me. In a sense, when you're very tired, I could get to do your laundry or so forth, or get some food, she'll be the one that, give me a little help whenever I'm at home. So as it relates to the scholarship for me, it impacted me, of course, financially, it helped me financially, but it was good in a sense where it helped me to keep me grounded. In a sense, it reminded me that I had something to work towards and I have something to lose. The GraceKennedy Foundation opened up my mind to philanthropy, in the sense giving back to people. Because if every year the GraceKennedy Foundation can give about 20 million to students right across the board, early childhood, primary, high school, university, that was a huge thing for me because not many companies do it per se. I'd like to congratulate all the new scholars. You've come this far and you've reached a new journey, a new beginning. Things might be different now, being online and stuff, and you might not experience university at the full breadth and length, being able to interact and so forth, but don't be discouraged. You can always socialize online and so forth. Just always try to tune in to the different events that are going on. Look out for your email. Always check your emails at the different events that might be going on, because you never know. Because networking is key, because that also helped me in a sense. So try to go to your class, but also try to see if you can network virtually as much as you can, because that will help you at the end of 3 to 4 years, when you should get out there, as it relates to if you want to start a business or if you actually want to start working in the corporate world. So my challenge to the student is work hard, network hard as well, and try to not be discouraged by the time.